On today's episode of the Portside Boys, the sports world is finally back to normal. ... Or is it?
No.
We have some NFL, NBA, and MLB news that will hopefully make your social distancing a little bit easier.
Well, y'all are way too close to me right now.
6 feet.
Hey, we're 6 feet, boys.
6 feet.
Since this is our 10th episode, we're going to go over our top 10 lists, which could be sports, could be fast food, or it could even be favorite flower. You'll just have to stick around to find out. We'll finish up today's show with the Port Report, some birthdays coming down the old pipeline, and the final take. I'm Big Zig, and you're listening to the Portside Boys.
So you're a hockey player, huh?
Yeah?
You're gonna give that shit up? You're gonna concentrate on golf?
Who the hell are you?
I'm the club pro here, Chubbs Peterson.
I've been training to be a hockey player my whole life.
Golf's no different from hockey. It requires talent, self-discipline.
Golf requires goofy pants and a fat ass. You should talk to my neighbor, the accountant, probably a great golfer, huge ass.
Bet your neighbor, the accountant, can't drive the ball 400 yards. Bet your neighbor, the accountant, doesn't have a shot to get on the pro tour.
And how would I do that?
You win the Open tomorrow, you're automatically on the pro tour. Maybe you win a tour championship one day. Get that gold jacket like I never got.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives this shit?
You have to play that clip for us. That's a good one. We're going to start off with that one. But after a week of cancellations, right? Everything's canceled. It's not even like there's anything else going on.
Everything.
Everything's canceled.
Even the China Masters and badminton.
I was afraid we'd have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
I was afraid.
Yeah.
But we have a ton of stuff to talk
Lot
about.
going on. Some stuff
A
went
lot.
down.
Oh, yeah.
It went
Even
down.
though there's no games, there's no fights going on in the court. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Normally happening. There's a lot of stuff going on.
There's still some back office processing going on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, off the field stuff like crazy. So let's hit it. We got CBA, NFL news. CBA was agreed upon by the players. So they're going to be off the schneid for 10 years, apparently. What was the vote tally of 1,019 to 959. So they're damn near. You have to just have 50% of the vote. Like 959 guys said, fuck this thing. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's a lot of guys. I'm going to go on a limb and say 80% of that 959 are veterans. Because they're like, I only got a couple years left. I got to get that money in now before the guy 5 years from now who's a rookie, you know, like a cocky son of a bitch comes in and makes, 5%, 10%, 3% more than I do, They're all about money. That's all it's about anyway.
Yeah.
They said they're going to raise the salary cap too
Yep.
to $198.2 million.
I don't really know about anything else.
So, I mean, I do have some notable changes.
All right.
Oh, you got them?
So,
All right,
yeah.
let me hear it.
So notable changes in the deal include an addition of 2 more teams to the playoff field for the 2020 season, right? I know we kind of touched on that just a moment ago.
I enjoy that.
I like
It's gonna
that
be
a lot.
nice.
Yep.
An option to increase the regular season to 17 games starting in 2021.
Okay.
Increases in minimum salaries and performance-based pay and player revenue. So those are some of the notable changes. I also heard about a little bit of a
Oh, yeah.
Cocaine.
Being a little lenient on marijuana.
Oh, is that right? Are we now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all are getting tested next week now.
They're letting the players have a pregame with Mary Jane.
Yep.
Well, I think the reason why they were doing that is if it was approved as a medical condition, you can use it to help you benefit from being healthy, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like the law has
It's
changed.
It is a medical thing, not. I think that's what it is. If you're in a state, play in a state or whatever, live in a state that has the law that says you can smoke the weeds, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can get that dope. Get the
That perp skirt.
Yeah, down the street at
That's
your
good.
local growery. I don't know what they call it.
Growery
Growery store. Your growery store. If you can get it there, you're good to go on the league. They're just like, hey, you're good to go. But if you're anywhere else that doesn't have it, I'm sure you're going to have to live somewhere else.
Well, I'm sure they don't. And I'm sure they don't want to ratify it in the middle. So, say that all states pass, or the federal government comes in and says, "Okay, yeah, it's cool," so that you can now finally actually use banks for this shit.
Yes.
That they wouldn't have to ratify that in the middle, because I'm sure the NFL also, if they open that up to ratify that, what else are they going to want to ratify in there that they don't like? After
it's a
couple
10-year
years?
deal.
Right? Exactly.
So
It's 10 years.
You're signing based on in 10 years, expecting every state to be on board.
Yeah.
There's a lot that are not going to be, like Utah might be a little bit of a grouchiness.
Yep.
Vermont.
Yep.
Yeah, Vermont. No, they're gonna be right along. They're gonna be right on board pretty soon. I bet.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. Not bad though. I mean, the CBA is good. I'm glad they're able to get that figured out. With NFL stuff, also. I mean, there's. Oh my gosh, the free agency and trades over the last week. The last week have been ridiculous.
Crazy.
The number one story, I think, in my opinion, as a sports fan,
Okay.
in football, is Tom Brady leaving the Patriots and going to play for the Buccaneers.
Yep.
Signing with the Buccaneers. I think that is ridiculous. I can't believe he's leaving the Patriots. If I was a pro player and I was Tom Brady, 20 years with a team that I've won 6 whatever hell Super Bowls with, handful of rings, I'm not leaving the team that did that with me. I'm just going to get as much money as I can from them and just ride off in the sunset on my money boat.
Sure. Okay, so like a Joe Mauer style for the Twins.
Well, you have to win. You have to win something to be considered that portion.
True.
Damn.
See, I think the biggest one is going to be the Cardinals Texans trade.
That is definitely the biggest lopsided trade for sure. I would say that the Stephon Diggs trade is right tailed behind that, in my opinion. They're getting a diva for we got like 7 guys for a diva.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm just saying the trade that I think is. I don't really understand this one as much.
Sure.
If I'm the Cardinals, I think I got away with a steal here. I'm getting DeAndre Hopkins in a 4th-round pick for 2 years washed-up David Johnson and a 2nd-round pick and a 2021 4th-round pick.
If it was a 1st-round pick for the Texans, I'd be like, all right, okay.
Sure.
Because who knows, the Arizona's going to be good in 2 years. They could be trash still. There's a easy top 10 pick possibly, you know? But a 2nd-round pick, no.
I'm just saying, like, now who is Deshaun Watson going to throw the ball to, right?
Well, he has Fuller.
Who's hurt half the season every
that's
single
true,
year.
yeah.
He always tears one of his ACLs at least a couple games
His
in.
ACL
right?
falls smooth off.
Yeah,
Sure.
like for the 5th time, I think, right?
Yep.
What are you going to do? I
Well,
mean,
hey, at least they have a running back now because their quarterback is a running back. Well, if they run the quarterback and the running back together, who knows? I mean, hell.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anything.
I would have
about
paid
anything.
him. I would have paid DeAndre Hopkins.
I don't think they have the
Obviously-
salary.
obviously-
They have the cap space to do it.
Well, they're signing other players. It's lots of money.
Well, now they got rid of DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, all right,
He was
fine.
like their future move. That's the only downside of that thing is they said that. I think I was hearing people say the reason they think they moved him is because they couldn't sign him to what he wanted. And the last thing you want to do is cause issues with people, you know.
Yeah, well, I did hear they picked up Randall Cobb. So
Well, they have to do
the
something.
Texans did.
Well, they have to do something. He's not a terrible slot guy. I think he's really good.
Next.
You're
Next.
gonna go
What
on.
do you think? What do you think?
Your things here.
Well,
I mean, I got a lot of stuff.
not in regards to trades. You got more trades, or do you want to talk about free agency?
Well, let's
or...
do free agency first because the trades are minimal compared to what free agency is right
Well, I mean,
now.
we talked about the 2 trades.
Okay, so then we'll go back to that one then. The trade. Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
Big one. Obviously, local ball club for us, Diggs with Vikings. Getting the first pick this year and the 5th and 6th this year and then a 4th next year, something like that. And then we gave them Diggs and a 6th round pick or something like that of that nature. I think we got like 5 picks for him basically. And we're gonna have our 1st round pick and their 1st round pick. They're both gonna be in the 20s. Nothing too crazy there. But you know what? If you can package lower round picks and move up again, we could have another draft class like we did with Xavier Rhodes, Cordero Patterson, and Linval Joseph. No, I'm sorry, not Linval Joseph. Floyd, who we drafted in that one draft class. He was like a top 10 prospect coming into the draft, but because his arms were short, he had little alligator arms. He dropped down so far in the draft because of his short arms. Granted, it was a good pick because he ended up getting hurt and nothing happened. But
Well, 1st round, 5th round, and a 6th round pick in 2021,
so this year.
and a 4th round pick.
Oh wait, what? You're saying in
All right.
2021?
Bills are trading a 1st round pick, 5th round pick, 6th round pick, and a 2021 4th round pick for Stephon Diggs and a 2027 round pick.
Gotcha. So
Yep.
basically, the 2021 is going to be the later pick or whatever it is, but we get the 1st for this year.
1st,
And,
5th, 6th, and 4th.
Oh my damn, that's actually
Well,
pretty good.
2021 4th round. Sorry. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the 1st round pick is for this year, and they're
Yep.
like in the 20th range, I think. Not too shabby. I mean, look, let's be real. I love Diggs. He had the miracle in Minneapolis Miracle. That was pretty sweet. I mean, I have goosebumps every time I watch it. It's going to go down in history as one of the best plays in sports.
Yeah.
In the NFL, it'll go down in the top 10, in my opinion. It's the best plays ever.
Agreed.
With that said, though, he is a locker room cancer. He is a on-field diva that you need to get rid of to keep your mentally unstable quarterback at ease while playing football games. You cannot have a wide receiver coming up crying, throwing his helmet off the field, and then coming up to your quarterback and be like, "Look, man, I'm sorry, I freaked out. You just do what you got to do. You keep doing you, and we'll get this win." No, you don't talk to your quarterback like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be you should show that versus saying it. Like, be like, all right, good try, Kurt. Good try. Come off the field. You know, you'll find me. You know what I'm saying? Like, build him up versus throwing your stuff. He obviously sees what's going on.
Exactly.
And and that's the thing that drove me nuts about him. And then the social media stuff, in my opinion, is just such background nonsense. I mean, people. I never really watched. I don't really go on Instagram. I guess I'm kind of that kind of guy. I'm more of a Facebook kind of guy.
And a Twitter guy.
And a Twitter guy, yeah. But I'm not an Instagram guy, and that's where he does a lot of this nonsense diva stuff is online.
Gone. But he
whatever.
loved his little cryptic tweets and bullshit.
Yeah.
So just again,
Okay.
Get out of here.
Bye,
ya.
Felicia.
Yeah.
Bye.
Like handshake and get the hell out of here.
Hell yeah. You gone. I don't really know any other trades. Do you know of any big trades?
Not
I mean-
necessarily trades. I'm talking about like just free agent stuff.
Well,
There's a lot more out
if we're
there.
talking trades, the Bears traded for Nick Foles, footlong Foles, adding some length to their quarterback depth chart. All right, that's over your guys' heads. I will.
Yep. Sorry, you lost me.
Well, apparently he's packing some heat, so that's why you call him footlong Foles. So another one would be a big one. Would be Phillip Rivers to the Colts.
Yep.
That's another one.
Solid.
I think they need a quarterback. Granted, their offensive line is Swiss cheese.
Wow. Phil Rivers is used to that, so.
Heard that. He
Yeah.
has had. Well, I mean, he's had Keenan. I mean, he had Keenan Allen. I mean, he has some guys working
Now
around
he's
him.
got
so-
T.Y.
Yep. And who they have the running back back there?
Marlon Mack.
Boom. So I mean, he's got options and whatnot going on.
Well, I mean, he had Melvin Gordon before, so it's not like he had a shabby number one and wide receiver and number one
If
running
Henry
back.
would have stayed healthy. He would have had an awesome tight end. I mean, he had a lot going for him there.
Oh,
The
he
defense was coming around.
Came
I
back
just-
solid. Yeah.
I just didn't like the scheme they were running there. I mean, Kirk Cousins got extended with the Vikings 2 years.
Yep.
I think the third year of that 3-year extension to add to the third year is crazy. $35 million guaranteed, I think I read.
It's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of dead cap if you decide to drop him. You have to pay $35 million to a guy who's not even playing your team anymore.
Yeah.
That's a lot. You're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Saints re-signed Drew Brees 2 years. What is it, $50 million?
Okay.
I think that's good. He'll play another year and then be like, nah, I don't know. All right, I'll give it another shot. Same as the last
Why
3 or
not?
4 years.
Why not?
Teddy Bridgewater, 3 years, $63 million with the Panthers.
Solid
So
deal.
as soon as Cam Newton gets hurt, which is
No.
preseason game number 1,
So you think they'll keep
No.
Cam Newton?
No, I mean, I think he'll go. I mean,
where do you think he'll go?
well, if you take a look at the Panthers' social media post saying, we've allowed Cam Newton to go out and search a trade, and then Cam Newton comes back and say, what y'all talking about?
I never
Hey,
said I wanted to trade.
Right. I mean, you guys are putting me in a bad spot here saying that I wanted out. I didn't say none of that.
He's like, boo, I didn't say that, boo. Booing up from the background. At the conferences, you know, the media conference, boo, I never said that. And then runs out.
But he's like, hey, for real, somebody hit me up.
but seriously, though, what y'all
Seriously,
got?
hit me up, y'all.
All right, the one that kind of shocked me, honestly,
Me
is
too. Me too.
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I knew that one was coming up next.
$118 million.
Woo!
$1 million for 4 years.
Well, then they franchise tag Henry, which is you should pay that boy.
What?
Pay that boy
You pay him the 4-year, $100 million
Yeah,
deal,
hell
and you
yeah.
franchise tag Tannehill.
for sure.
On 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, play the Kirk Cousins franchise tag game with him.
Right.
Because if he falls off, great. We only had you franchise tag for 1 year.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Felicia.
As you say, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Another big one, Amari Cooper. $100 million for 5-year deal there.
Crazy.
Dallas.
I'm surprised he went 5. He should have taken a 4, maybe even a 3-year deal. But still, I think Mari's solid.
$20 million a year.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, I don't know what the guarantees are of that, but Jerry Jones loves to pay his wide receivers.
Yeah, and then the Cowboys did franchise tag Dak.
Oh,
so
yep,
in
I
that
did see
situation,
that.
Amari gets paid. They franchise tag Dak instead of what, or I should say, the Titans should have done the reverse. They should have franchise tagged Tannehill and paid Henry.
Yep.
Either way,
Agreed. The Eagles traded for cornerback Darius Slay, which is all right. I mean, they need help on the cornerback position. I think their defense is where their strong point is, but they needed a cornerback play.
yeah. See, I'm thinking the Browns signing Case Keenum,
Okay, I was gonna say that, and they also signed the tight end from the Eagles or from the Falcons.
Hopkins,
Hooper.
or sorry, Hooper.
Yep, Hooper. I think that is
Austin Hooper.
that's what's his nuts is old boy Stefanski's bread and butter is the tight end boys.
So he's solid.
So he's like, go get me a tight end.
He's solid.
The other 4-year whatever big boy deal. The other one that was a decent trade I thought was the Colts trading for defensive tackle from the 49ers, DeForest Buckner. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, because he was like a captain for their team. You know, he was big deal for their team. I would have thought that they would have kept him, wanted to keep him at least. What else is there?
I didn't check on the money, but Jacksonville traded Nick Foles to Chicago.
I said that one already. Footlong Foles. I made the Footlong Foles joke.
Oh, is that one over our head?
Yeah, the one
Damn
that's
it.
over your head.
I think
Damn
so.
it.
Yeah.
Austin Hooper's was for 4 year and $44 million. Yep.
Well, I mean, I think we hit all the big ones, other than some of the other additional franchise tags. Like
There's a ton of them. Yeah.
Well, let's just put out some big ones. AJ Green
Yep.
got franchise tag. We talked about Dak. We talked about
Henry.
Henry getting tagged.
Yep.
Shaq Barrett got tagged
Barrett, yep.
with the Bucks.
Bucks. Yep.
So I mean, those are the big names that got tagged up. But
The another big one that just happened recently is the Michael Pierce 3 year, $27 million. That basically the Vikings are replacing Linval Joseph with Michael Pierce. He's a lot younger and he's basically same price, everything like that. Clearing up some space.
Raiders signed Marcus Mariota.
Yes, I did see that. They
yes,
signed Marcus
I
Mariota.
wonder who's going to be the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's still going to be Derek Carr.
I don't know. They'll probably. What is Derek Carr's on a contract right now? I think so. They'll probably do a competition type style, and then they're both on contract.
You know
but
why
then
he's
they'll trade
there?
him.
It's because he's from Hawaii. It's much closer to Hawaii.
True,
Play it back up and be able to fly home much quicker than from Florida.
from Tennessee.
From Tennessee.
Yeah,
From Florida. Oh my
Lots of
God.
stuff getting switched up to
Zach
boys.
is in another universe.
My man.
My man.
All right.
Giants signed Blake Martinez 3 years, $30 million. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff. Seattle re-signing dudes. Browns.
Whole bunch
got-
of stuff.
All right.
Oh my damn!
Next biggest thing, probably the last round up here.
What do we got here?
You got the Rams releasing Todd Gurley.
Yep.
And Clay Matthews.
I could give a fuck less. They're releasing Todd Gurley, all right? For all you fantasy owners out there, okay.
Where
he
did
was
he go?
actually pretty solid last year. I'm not going to lie. He was a
Davin.
good RB2.
Where do you think he'll go?
Solid RB2. No, I have no idea. Who?
I like to play the "Where would you go?" game. Where do you think he'll go?
Is he gonna do some? He's probably gonna do some Le'Veon Bell shit and sign with like a big contract with some shitty team and like not care about actually putting forth a winning record.
It's about making money.
He'll chase
Yeah.
money.
So he's gonna go to like what, Chicago, or he's gonna go to the Lions.
Lions wouldn't be bad.
I have no idea where anybody has even said where
Stay
they
out
might
of the
go.
stay out the NFC East.
I
or
know.
NFC North.
I know.
Please.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to come up with some
Man,
teams that.
I can see him trying to want to stay on the West Coast. Maybe like the Chargers.
Yeah.
Behind Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Snake, and then who do you bring in? You bring in Cam Newton.
Jesus.
Word.
Let's
Now
go.
we're killing it, baby.
Damn.
Now we're cooking.
Damn.
Whip.
I don't know. That'll be
Cooking 'em.
interesting. So a lot that happened.
And it's only getting hotter. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stuff going on. People are dropping contracts, picking people up. I'm loving watching this with having no games going on with NBA and NHL.
Yeah.
This is great. Speaking of the NBA news, we got some NBA news for y'all.
Yeah. Which one?
Surprisingly.
What do you want to start with?
We have players testing positive for COVID-19.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That's
Nailed
real
it.
good, dude.
Yeah.
That's real good.
I practice.
All right.
All right. Who do you want to start with?
Well, the big one.
KD.
Oh, I was going to go with Rudy Gobert.
But
We already talked about that.
I know we are. Tom Hanks, yeah, the big NBA player.
Oh, NBA. Oh, I feel
Tom
you. Sorry,
Hanks.
bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're going.
KD got it.
He saw a winning team and had to join.
Marcus Smart recently had just come out that he had gotten it. Sorry to hit you about that. About to post that. I literally just got an ESPN alert. Marcus Smart had it.
Yeah, and two
other
Laker
Lakers.
players. Yeah, seen that.
Didn't announce who, though.
So we don't know who.
So LeBron and Anthony Davis have it.
Oh.
At this point, we don't know. So we're gonna go with the two worst possible things for their teams.
Right.
LeBron and Anthony Davis have the coronavirus. You heard it here first. Portside Boys. By the time this airs, it's not gonna matter because they probably would come out who they are.
It's then going to be like Jared Dudley and
Who they just
Oh,
signed.
as long as it's not that one little white dude who jams on everybody.
Caruso?
Oh, as long as it's not Caruso.
oh god, the
this
goat,
Caruso.
the goat.
Oh, that's so sad. Prayers,
so
prayers and thoughts.
KD. There's 4 other Nets players.
3 people from the 76ers.
Man, it's making its way around. I
A
guess,
Nuggets
right?
employee.
It is what it is, man. It's these guys got the common cold the way I see it. They'll recover. They're top athletes. They're obviously going to be well taken care of. They have all different types of resources at their disposal.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously going to be the people that call the doctor and be like, "Hey, I got coronavirus." Be like, "All right, get your ass in here. We got you, dog." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They're going to be good to go.
An
Yeah, so-
unidentified XFL player has been diagnosed with COVID-19.
Oh my god, must have been
Seattle Dragons
and
player,
si-
unidentified.
Since we're on it, Sean Payton,
Sean Payton.
I did see that.
NFL
First
Saints
NFL
coach.
one.
And
First
he's
NFL,
old,
and it was
so-
a head coach.
So I mean, there's going to be more as we come along.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we're going to find out even more.
Yep. Agreed.
But there's just a quick update on some additional people that were tested or that
Yeah.
did test positive.
The part that makes me really happy, I don't know if we covered this last week, is now that it's come out and everyone's been getting sick and they've been closing down games, canceling games, arenas and everything, a lot of people have come out talking about, they're going to be able to, they're basically pledging money to help pay for, they're donating money to help pay for like the people who work at the stadiums, work at the ballparks.
Sure.
Some of the famous people are
Rudy
hold on a
Gobert.
second. Rudy Gobert had to donate $500,000.
$500,000,
He
yep.
donated $500,000 only because he was pressured to do it because all of his teammates hate him.
Yeah.
It's $100,000 for each microphone he touched.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey, punishment fits the crime, dog. Drop a $500K right on us easy. What an idiot. He's like, he touches all the microphones
That's
on the
funny.
stand, and then he hits up the hot lady in the front row. Well, we're going to make out, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Gets everyone else sick. This guy is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, you got K Love with $100,000.
Death from above, Kevin Love coming in hot with some money.
Hometown cat.
Cat dropped $100K.
You got to the Mayo, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. To the Mayo Clinic. Yes.
Yes.
Well, still, you donated it for
Donated
care.
money to help care. Yep.
Yeah, you got Greek Freak, another $100K.
Greek Freak. You have Zion
Nice.
Williamson.
Zion. Yeah, I
He
think it was like
donated
another $100K too, right?
$100K.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic stuff. Mark Cuban's been stepping in, saying he's going to help out his guys and
Well,
his people at his stadium.
We'll see.
I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that the NBA teams haven't all in one sense stepped forward and said we're going to donate donate $1 million each to help you guys get through this. Because let's be real, I don't know what the stat is on how many people work at each stadium. Bigger and little stadiums kind of depend. I mean, $1 million might not go very far, but it's better than nothing. So,
Blake Griffin also put out $100K.
yep, Blake Griffin.
Yep.
Heard that one.
So good for them. Appreciate it.
I mean, it's the same thing. NBA kind of rolling into MLB. I mean, MLB's in a sense, each team has pledged to donate $1 million each
Oh, nice.
to help their people at the ballparks
Nice.
who
Mhm.
aren't going
Good.
to be working now when the season starts. Now, if them pushing their season back, they're canceling games. I heard now in like Puerto Rico and Mexico. They're like, nope, we're not going to do those this year. We're good on those this year.
Sounds good.
We'll just stay home, I think. So they're going to keep the games here. After donating that money, though, I think that's going to help a lot of people with pushing, especially with pushing the start of their season back. Because
Looks
hell, it's
like
supposed to start in March, isn't
Until
it?
mid-May, they're
Yeah,
thinking.
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe even later, though. Who knows?
Well, I do know that MLB is considering skipping, not postponing, skipping the 2020 draft to save money because of what's going on with this. I read a story about that. It's pretty crazy.
Interesting.
I couldn't imagine just being like a high profile athlete. My time to shine. Here we go, 2020. I'm going to be an MLB drafted player. No draft.
Now you're saying the whole entire draft is canceled, or like the in-person draft? You'll still be able to have like an off-site video conference
Yeah, 'cause
call of
isn't
the
the
draft.
NFL canceling the in-person draft, and they're going to have
I think
Skype?
the MLB is considering skipping the 2020 draft to save money during pandemic. That's what the title of this article I read said.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing here because wow, holy shit! Signing bonuses for amateur players total $400 million.
And that's signing bonuses. So just to save money
to
they're
draft.
like-
They're spending $400 million to draft in new players.
Yep.
Every year.
Yeah, and
Holy shit.
And I think what colleges are doing anyway is they're giving like these spring players, like baseball players is a prime example. They're giving them an extra year of eligibility, so you don't have to go into pros if you want to get out of it. You have another year of college baseball left. You can go back and play again.
So
Okay.
I don't know if any colleges have actually come forward and said that they are giving a fifth or possibly sixth year of eligibility to anybody, but I think they should.
I think so.
mean,
Especially
it's-
the spring people. I mean, people like in college
no,
basketball, you played
basketball.
a whole season. You're basically at the end of the season now. Your tournaments are getting canceled.
I know,
you literally
but-
played a whole year.
I know, but you're talking about how you ruined their whole playoffs. I mean, you're gonna send
understand
you're gonna
that.
send them off after just 20 games, and then they could have played an additional 10, right?
Well, college basketball, which is bullshit. They shouldn't have a lot of the one and done shouldn't even be there in the first place. So the senior,
still.
if there are any seniors that are left, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
odds are there aren't very many.
Right.
I don't have any paper here. This is kind of crazy.
What's this story about the Sandlot game?
All right, so Trevor Bauer hit up his boys. They organized the Sandlot game in Arizona
Nice.
during the shutdown. There's a lot of people that are just like, I think David Carpenter, well, one of his buddies, I guess, was saying, you think we could get some of the guys together around a random field in Phoenix, have a pickup game, Sandlot style? And Trevor Bauer's like, I'm 1 bagillion, fajillion, %, in.
I think that means he's in.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah, they organized a Sandlot game down in Phoenix. Mike Clevenger made the trip. He was the Indians pitcher. Padres outfielder Tom Pham. Derek
Well,
Dietrich.
they have spring training down there right now, so that's why a lot of players are in town too.
Oh yeah, because they're
In
obviously
Phoenix.
there.
Yeah.
George Springer recently announced that he'd be donating $100,000 to help players at parks. So
Nice.
I mean, so he was kind of being like, "Please don't hit me with your fastball." Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, right.
Oh, not Trevor Bauer. Mike Clevenger and Trevor Bauer. Oh man, damn! I hate when this happens. Chris Sale is gonna have to have some of that damn Tommy John surgery.
Ugh.
Well, let's be real.
Surgery.
This guy whips a 95-mile-an-hour heater, damn near parallel to the ground,
Right.
100 times every 5 days, 6 days. Come on, shocked you don't need Tommy John after the first 7 times, let alone 700 games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This dude's got a cannon. Hopefully, he's able to recover from that. I kind of feel bad, but yeah, what can you do?
Happens.
Yep.
That's your sports.
Beep, 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 beep. We're heading down to Gaber for the port report. Gaber, what do you have for us?
Oh, it's a boy. Authorities determined the cause of one Arizona wildfire was a gender reveal party gone wrong.
Oh, boy, is right.
On state land, a soon-to-be father shot a bag filled with blue powdered explosives to indicate he and his wife were expecting a boy. A spark ignited dry grass nearby, leading to a serious flame. He now owes $8 million in damages.
Oh,
I heard about this, dude.
damn.
I heard about this.
$8 million.
People are just not smart. They're just,
Yeah.
But at least we're having a boy, honey.
Right? I mean, you do people that do like fireworks and stuff like let's see if we can be the next big social media sensation with our gender reveal. Let me break it to you. The only people who care about your gender reveal are you two.
Yep.
And maybe the grandma and grandpa if
Yep.
it's their first grandchild. It's like their
I can see
7th
that.
grandchild. They don't give a shit.
Nah, I don't care.
And you know what I mean? Like, they don't care.
Well, the gender reveal parties that go wrong are always the greatest, too.
Well, of course. They're always the
You know.
most elaborate over the top stuff, too.
I
Like,
guess
look,
those are the ones that people really only see are the ones that go wrong. Nobody really cares. Oh, nothing happened? I don't really need to watch it.
I mean, I don't need to watch any of them. I don't. Let's be real. Boy
No
or
one
girl,
cares
I
about your
don't care.
waterhead baby.
Not to be a dick, but boy or girl, I don't really care what you're having. You're having a baby, which is cool enough. Who cares what it
Yeah,
is?
just call everyone and tell them.
Yeah, hey,
Hey, I'm having a baby.
that's what I did.
While we carry out self-isolation, a group of 14 elephants broke into a village in Yunnan province looking for corn and other food, ended up drinking 66 pounds of corn wine, and got so drunk they fell asleep in a nearby tea garden.
I've seen the pictures of this, dude.
Head on
Hell
over to
yeah.
our Portside Boys Facebook page and check out the picture.
Yeah.
I saw this. This is so funny. Is it you
They're
get
so cute.
these
Look at
elephants
'em.
just wander on
They're
over?
so cute. How could you go wrong?
The best picture is them sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
Just pass the fuck out.
Looks like a picture of me and Nate sleeping, just 2 big lugs.
Yeah, 2 old elephant boys. Hell yeah, with our trunks hanging out.
Yeah.
Sounds about
Now
right.
that's an elephant trunk.
Yeah, but I don't know. How do you even get close enough to them to take the pictures? Like, you'd assume
They're drunk.
I'll say they're drunk.
Drone.
When was that time? Do you remember the time I got close to you and took pictures over you and you were drunk?
Of my trunk?
No.
Of your trunk. Oh, that's funny.
Damn, that's
Cool.
embarrassing for you.
That's it for the port report.
All right. That's pretty funny, Gamer. And now, the time you've all been waiting for. Our top 10 lists.
Wait, what? Top 10 list.
Boom, boom. So this is our 10th episode. We're going to be doing something a little different this time. Instead of our draft segment, we're going to be doing all of our top 10 lists of our favorite items or people or places.
We don't even know.
We don't know yet
It's all
because
a
we haven't
secret.
told anyone what our lists are. So we'll do the random wheel here of who's going to give their list.
Yeah.
I like
First.
that.
Here we go.
I like that.
I like it.
Pick me, pick me.
Here we go.
Oh, we got to zip it. Oh, that's a lot of lists.
That's
a
a
lot
big
of
name.
names.
That's a big
Spin
list
again,
there.
spin
That's a
again.
big list of names. Spin again.
Spin again, spin again.
No,
spin again.
yeah.
Oh.
That's a tie?
Zach,
That was a tie.
No, the wheel does not
tie.
lie. Wheel does not
tie.
lie. Zebo's
Zig
up.
with the number 1 pick, or the first person to read his top 10
First
list.
person
All right,
to
Zach.
read his list.
All right, I got to find it. In the meantime, this podcast is sponsored by Buzzed, the Buzz Beer Delivery app. You're going to order up your favorite brews from all your favorite craft breweries around the old Twin Cities. With the Buzz Delivery Beer app, you can get suggested beers and ciders by your preferred style, reviewed beers, and ciders to even get you more intelligent and accurate future suggestions on other brews you should go for next. Sign up through their Facebook page for early access to get your first delivery free. You'll be able to find them on Facebook by searching Buzzed. That's Buzzed. Buzzed Beer. Spell it out for them. Buzzed Beers. Click the sign up button and you're in. And remember, free delivery on your favorite beers and ciders to your doorstep a buddy's place, even to work on a late night.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, sign up now.
All right, so basically what's going to happen, all of us got our own little list. It's just whatever we're into. You know, whatever we got going on, we're going to be giving our list here of whatever you want to list off your top 10 of whatever. I think it's going to go good.
As our tribute to our 10th episode.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, boys. Can't believe we've been doing this.
10 episodes in, boys.
weeks.
10 weeks.
2.5 months.
Well, we've been live 10 weeks. We've done a lot longer than that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
We've been practicing.
All of our loyal fans,
Practice?
all 3 of them.
What you talking about practice?
Practice.
This ain't a game. We're talking about
clips.
practice.
I'm pumped for mine. I'm excited what you guys got. Are we allowed to give commentary while the list is going on?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah,
you guys are
definitely.
gonna get lit up.
Yeah.
You guys got get lit up.
You guys are going to get lit up.
Yeah, your list better be good.
Yeah, they better be.
No screwing around here. You better have the good stuff.
Well, wait, this is my list, though, so how...
You're right.
Well,
It is
don't
your
judge
list.
me.
You don't have
I
to-
can judge whatever I want to
Yeah,
judge.
fair enough.
It's America.
Okay.
If your
All right.
list is terrible, I'm gonna let you know.
Nah, you'll like my number one. I don't have to worry.
Okay.
I know it is.
Okay, so I got the number 1 list here.
All right, here we go.
Number 1.
So my list was the top 10 best comedy movies of all time.
All right.
Comedy
All right. I
movies
like
of
it.
all
I
time.
like it.
All right, I got my top 10 list here.
All right.
Let's hear it.
All right,
Damn it.
so number 10 is going to be Austin Powers International Man of Mystery.
First
Oh,
one,
nice.
the original.
Number
baby.
10.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it.
Solid choice.
Number 9, Office Space.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
Outside the box.
Dumb
there.
and Dumber
Nice.
as an
The
8.
original.
So good.
7 is Animal House.
Old school. I like the old school
Oh, yeah.
movie. That's comedy for sure.
6 is Super Bad.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
McLovin.
5 is Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Great
First
one.
one. That's the first one, right?
Some.
That is the first one.
That's the
Yeah.
first one. Because Ace Ventura is When Nature Calls is the second one.
That's the second one, yep.
Yep.
Number 4 is Step Brothers.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Good
love
one.
that one.
Yes.
Big fan.
Number 3 is Old School.
Okay.
That's
okay.
funny.
Number 2 is 40-Year-Old Virgin.
That is good.
Interesting.
And number 1 is Anchorman.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Anchorman's
That's a
legit.
good list.
Anchorman's
Good list.
legit.
Hell
Great
yeah.
list.
See, for me, I could never come up with a top 10 comedy
It's
movie.
hard. It's hard.
That
Yeah.
is. I think that you did a good job.
I mean, left out some big boys
Of
like
course.
Happy Gilmore.
Of course.
half of the movies you have on that list would probably make my list, like Superbad, Step Brothers. Man, those are good. I didn't even think about
Talladega
Animal House.
Nights.
Had to go old
Oh,
school,
yeah.
though, with
Bro.
Old School and
man.
Office
Bobby.
Space.
I would include a couple more Adam Sandler movies
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
So
Like Mike. I should have had that one in there.
Mike, yeah.
Is that a comedy?
Pretty funny how
I'm sure that was
untrue it
comedy.
could possibly be.
yeah,
Yeah, I've got to go comedy. That's not bad.
yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, so we'll spin
Hit
it
it.
again now for everyone. Well, then that didn't pull all my name off. All right,
How many
so that's
spin
perfect.
agains
So-
do you have on
let's see
there? Like
here.
5.
One every other one.
Come on, spin again, spin again.
And Nate has the next
Night
top 10
Hawk.
list.
Oh man. Well, the two guys who made their list 1 to 10. Oh man. All right. So my list,
Okay.
I had to narrow it down. Man, I had like 3 lists of good stuff here.
Okay.
I think the one that none of you guys would do is my top 10 MCU movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marvel Cinematic Universe
Okay.
movies.
So we got
All
2
right.
movies, huh? 2 movie ones so far.
I think that my thing is movies. I could do music, but music is so hard. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
that'd
stuff.
be hard.
All right, so I'm gonna go on my top 10 list here of movies. Number 10, Black Panther.
Wow.
okay.
I'm
Number
surprised
10.
they even hit the
10?
top 10, to be honest with you.
You see some of the movies on there. I'm just not that into.
Okay.
They're not bad, but
Okay.
number 10. Number 9, Captain America: Civil War.
That's a
Civil
good one.
War.
I like that
I
one.
like Civil War.
Yeah.
They introduced a lot of characters, a lot of meshing of different stuff. I like the coming together of characters. That's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
parts of this.
I like the hero battle.
Yep.
Yes,
Dude, for sure.
for sure. The head-to-head stuff is great. Number 8, Thor: Ragnarok.
Wow.
Now, a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
would say that'd be higher on their list, but I'm
Me.
not your normal MCU guy.
Me.
You think so?
I love Ragnarok.
it's
That's the
good.
best Thor.
Ragnarok is the best Thor. Second, oh man, Thor the first one's pretty good.
It's pretty good,
but the comedic timing of the Thor Ragnarok one is just so good.
Yeah, it's good.
A lot of good stuff in that one.
love it.
Number 7, Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Great one.
Love
I
it.
put that
Also-
up higher,
I
but
see a lot of
Higher-
people also like that
higher.
one a little higher.
Yeah.
But you know what? As I go down this list, you're gonna go, okay, I see why they're where they are.
all right,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
Number 6, The Avengers.
Of course.
The first Avengers, where they all come together as a big team. I watched that every night when it came out on DVD. I bought that thing every night.
Out of DVD.
Hell
No,
yeah.
Might as well said VHS, Grandpa. Jesus.
Well, hey, fine, VHS. I don't care. I watched it.
I played the recording on my jukebox.
Yep, I had to record it over a CSI episode.
Put it on the 8mm.
Recorded over my wedding video.
Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Yup.
The first one is
First
really
one.
good. I love
Great.
when they come together as a team. It's just
So
everyone
good.
doing
Yep.
their team stuff is awesome. Big Chris
my
Pratt
God.
fan. I'm
Of
a big
course.
fan of
Yeah.
his. Love him. Number 4, Iron Man.
Yep.
Iron Man definitely gets in the top.
first
the
one.
first
All right.
one,
That's
a great
start
one.
of the universe.
For sure.
The very first. They call him the Godfather of the MCU. He is that for a reason.
Yeah,
Great
go.
movie.
Agreed.
Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Nice.
Huge
Okay.
fan of that movie. I could watch that movie. If I couldn't watch any of them, I could watch that one all the time.
Just
always.
watched it again recently.
Yes, the soundtrack with that movie is so good, man. All the music they put in these movies are so good.
Solid.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. See, now a lot of
That
people
hurts my
probably think
feelings.
that it would probably be number 1
Yep.
because it's such a huge ending. Ending is great. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. Number 1,
Dum, 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 dum.
Avengers Infinity War. Now, the reason why I say that,
Wow.
I think that is a fantastic movie. They left everyone who watched it, whether you were a big fan or just from here to see it, on the edge of their seat to watch the next one. It was set up perfectly. There are some flaws. I get that.
Like,
but-
Thor should just cut his fucking head off instead of just hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah,
I,
that's a good
I
start.
love it.
Yeah. So
I hate the fact that he lost his hammer in the first place, but getting
yeah, true.
his axe is awesome.
That was a cool scene. I liked that scene when he went up there and got that. That was
Yeah.
cool.
I got hardcore goosebumps watching that part. I always love rewatching that. Oh, that's like my favorite part of the whole movie is when he comes down from the Bifrost, just lights everyone up.
Yep.
It changes the whole dynamic of the movie. Everyone's like, "All right, here we go. Thanos is so screwed. Here comes Thor." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I love it. But yeah, that's my top 10 of the MCU.
Pretty
I like
good.
it. It was pretty
Yeah,
good.
good
Not
list,
bad.
good list.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
good.
if I had to say there are a couple movies I want to throw in there, would be Thor the first one and Captain America the First Avenger. I mean, those are really good movies too. But for me, if I had to choose 10 to only watch forever, those are my 10 I'd love to watch
Hey,
over and over.
all right.
That's good stuff. Hell yeah.
Most of them would be on mine too.
Thanks,
Yep.
guys.
All right, let's spin the wheel again now to see. We got Sam and Gabe left. Or spin again.
7 or 8
Come
times.
on,
Let's
spin
see.
again.
7 or 8.
Spin again. Spin again. Spin again.
Spin again. Oh, spin again.
Oh,
Yes.
spin again, baby.
I'm like, come on, show us what it was.
All right.
Are you
Spin
gonna
one more
remove it?
time here? Yeah, I removed one.
Oh,
I removed
of
one.
them. Oh, no. Spin again.
Spin again. Oh,
Spin
that's gonna be
again.
It's
gonna be-
Sammer.
Yo, in the middle.
Me.
We got
All
right,
Sam.
All right.
All right. What's your top 10 list for us here?
Well, I bet everyone could guess.
Pokemon.
Dang
Top
it.
10 porn stars.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
Hey,
I
now.
didn't mean to put your business in the streets like
Yeah,
that.
there's
My
too
bad.
many actually. I need a top 100 for that.
That's just the
Word.
males.
Shots fired.
Word.
That's funny. So I went with top 10 basketball players of all time.
Okay.
Yep.
Sports
I had
theme.
to.
Why not?
I had to.
I like
So
it.
he decided to go very controversial with it.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Love it.
I mean,
Well, the list is about to be controversial, I think, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's not necessarily my top 10 favorite players of all time.
Okay.
Okay.
It's my top 10 all-time
Basketball
basketball
players.
players.
Okay.
Right? They're
Because
my,
your favorites are different than the best of all time. Is what you're
correct.
saying.
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
definitely.
Because, yeah.
Well, obviously because I watched more than others, right? So, there's other people like, I'll just throw this out there, like KD that didn't make the list, who I love. Great basketball
Sure.
player. He could, in the end, make it top 10, but just for right now, I don't think so.
He's got some time to make your top 10, he's saying.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
a good sign.
Yeah, exactly. So I used mostly individual stats. I used some bias maybe in some of the players. We'll see
All
when we
right.
go through that to determine the top 10. Not using team accomplishments as well. Another thing I want to throw out there.
Individual
So, not-
accomplishments.
It's a top
championships.
10. It's my top 10 based on how good of a single player that you are. Because
Okay.
if you want to start throwing in how much of the calculation is based off of how many championships you have, Bill Russell with his 11, pretty
Rick
much,
Fox,
throws
6.
way out
Derek
there.
Fisher, 6. Yeah, I mean, it just changes the
Not to
dynamic
mention
of
all the players that
conversation.
played with Bill Russell.
Yes.
That
Yep.
also have 10, 9, 8 championships.
Yep.
So,
So we're taking the championships out of your list, you're saying.
correct.
All right,
Correct.
I like this because this is where it should be, in my opinion.
Yep.
So best all-around top 10 players that have played in the league. Let me tell you what I used to go over this. So
Okay.
I used points,
Okay.
assists,
Okay.
rebounds, steals, blocks, and minutes played.
Okay.
Actually,
All
to kind of put up longevity,
Yep.
which I think is actually
Important.
important in a player. You might say a guy put up tremendous numbers in 10 years, but if a guy played for 20, I mean, let's be honest, talk about having a long career, which I think is way more than putting out your best for 10 years than putting out your best for almost 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yep.
All of these players actually fall into the top 100 in league history in those 5 categories.
Okay.
In at least 5 of those categories.
They fall in the top 100 at
Yep.
some
In
point
at least
in that.
5 of the categories that I just mentioned above.
All right.
Okay.
Zach, did you have a question before I get started?
I did, and now it is fully escaping me. Give me a half a second here to jog my memory.
And we're good to go. Here we go.
Yeah, right.
And we're good to go. What's your number 10 pick?
You don't have a question?
I don't remember now.
Damn.
It's straight out the old noggin.
That happens, dog.
That's right.
It was
I'll go-
looping around, and then you know how you slowly forget about it because you're like,
I'll wait.
because then he gets interesting, and I was like, oh fuck, it's boop, gone.
Again, not my favorite
yes.
players, but who I think is the top 10.
All right.
Bring it
Number
on.
10, Tim Duncan.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay?
it's a safe 10. I like that.
Finished number 17 in points, number 7 in rebounds, 6 in blocks, and number 13th in minutes.
Okay.
Best trash talker KG ever played against.
Good
Not
one, bud.
saying something.
It's true.
Almost had it.
Yeah,
Oh,
good one.
Pretty much.
Oh, close. Oh, almost.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you. Oh.
I saw that too. That was funny.
Oh.
That was funny. So Tim Duncan, big man to big man, Shaq Diesel, number 9.
Shaq
He's
Diesel.
making only 9. Okay.
Yep.
I think he's,
Okay.
He's in my top 10.
So
too.
he's number 10 in points. He finished number 16 in rebounds, number 9 in blocks, and finished number 28 in all-time minutes.
It kind of shocks me he's only 16th in rebounds, not like top 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least top 10.
For real.
Well, if you compare him to the last big dude that we just talked about, right? Tim Duncan is 13th in minutes, and Shaq is 28th all-time in minutes. So if you were to put in the minutes, I think he could make up
He could be in the top 5 at that point. You know
possibly,
what I mean?
possibly, right?
Duncan had a longer career.
Right. So I'm starting off the top with a bunch of big dudes,
That's fine.
which is actually crazy if you think about longevity, right, and where they fall in total minutes.
Sure.
Number 8, I have Dirk.
Okay.
Dirk.
Dirk's played for a long time.
Long time.
Long
the,
time.
the man is also number 6 all time in points. Number
Wow.
6.
The German Moses, boys.
Yes. He finished number 27 in rebounds, 91st in steals, 53rd in blocks, and number 3 in overall minutes.
I mean, we're talking thousands of guys, so he killed it.
Yep.
His career
It's
was
a long career.
He deserves top 10.
Absolutely.
Number 7, Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Kobe did right now is number 4 in scoring, so number 4 all time in points,
Yep.
31st in assists, 17th in steals, and 8th all time in minutes played.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess he didn't. And plus, you think about it this way, hell, at the end of his career, he missed out on how many, countless games at that point. You know, hell, he could have probably been higher there. But you say number 4 in scoring, right?
Number 4 in scoring, yes.
Yeah, he will probably stay there for a while. You know, I don't see anyone passing him for a while. KD might be the only one that's close enough to might have a shot at it, but that's pretty cool though. I think that he would be in my top 10 as well.
Yeah, for sure. He might even be top 5 if it was just like not based off statistics. you know?
Okay.
All right, number 6, we got Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He finished 13 in points, 14 in rebounds, 10 in steals, number 1 all-time in blocks, and 23rd in minutes.
So you take out the minutes,
Wow.
his stat line is fucking crazy if you think
He
about
is
it.
in the top 15 in points, rebounds, steals, and blocks.
Which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
And
That's cool.
And in the top 25 minutes played.
That's cool.
Pretty good.
That's
Pretty
real good.
All right, number 5. The biggest trash talker you've seen in the NBA, boys.
I got this. Dennis Rodman.
Kevin Garnett.
Oh,
Knew
KG, the
it.
ticket, boys. The
I knew
ticket.
it.
A lot of people
I
say
know.
that he is the biggest trash talker that they've had or ever played against.
Oh, man.
Every player
Okay.
says that.
So,
They all trash talk.
the reason
don't they?
why I actually have KG up pretty high, let me run over the stats. So,
Low for
KG
me.
is finished number 21 in points, number 50 in assists, number 10 in rebounds, number 19 in steals, number 20 in blocks, and played the 4th most minutes all time. So we're talking about he hit every six of those categories in the top 100 players of all time.
Wow.
All 6 of those, he's in the top 100.
Is he in the top 50 technically?
He's in the top 50. You're
There you go,
right.
Top
damn.
50 even.
He's in the
'cause,
top
yeah.
50 of all 6 of those categories.
Which is
Damn.
something that not many other players have done. I know of one that has done it, or one that's close to doing it that will, no doubt, in my mind, be on this list eventually.
okay, well, then let's hold on and see if it shows
so
up.
we'll get there.
All right. So that's why he's high. You know,
Yep.
the man did it all. He didn't have very many team accomplishments, kind of on his own. I would say that once he went over to Boston, they won a championship, but the guy could ball, all right? For his size, he was incredible.
And he had to play with Minnesota for so many years.
That's what I was going to say. I wish I was a little bit older to appreciate what he did playing here. I was a little younger back then when I watched him play, and I'm just like, oh, this is cool. Sure, I like it. But as you get older and you realize what he did actually for this team, you don't see that nowadays. You don't see the one guy going out and taking teams to the playoffs. You just don't see it very often anymore.
All right, number 4. This is where we're going to get a little controversial, I think.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Number 4, I have Michael Jordan.
Michael
I was
Jordan.
gonna say,
Oh, come on.
You're not worth it. Yeah, mouthing it back and forth, Michael Jordan.
Michael
List over.
Wow.
Michael Jordan finished
4.
5th in points,
Okay.
45th in assists, 3rd in steals, and 31st in total minutes played.
Okay. So you're on stats here, yeah.
He did not hit the 100 in either rebounds or in blocks. Now, obviously, in his position, those are not, necessarily 2 stats that he would hit. But when I talk about some, a couple others,
Well, plus in the 80s and 90s, shooting guards weren't rebounding.
Yeah.
They weren't blocking.
that's also true.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
I'm putting him at 4.
All right.
It is what it is.
Wow.
I'll leave it there. Number 3, Karl Malone.
Postman.
The postman. Okay. The reason why I also have Karl Malone up so high, just like KG, the man is 2nd in points, 57th in assists, 8th in rebounding, 12th in steals, both in steals.
All time.
As a big man.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
Heard ya.
69th in blocks and 2nd in all-time minutes played.
Holy shit.
So he's top 2 in 2 categories, which is balling.
Which is balling, right?
Balling.
But he was also top 15 in rebounds and steals as a big man.
That's pretty impressive. I did hear that my man here was a crazy free throw shooter, though.
There you go.
Karl Malone, I think if you look it up, he probably, I think, in the history of basketball, has the most attempted free throws.
Does
I'm
he?
pretty sure he's up there on that because he would get fouled in the post all the time.
Yeah. Well, if you can shoot free throws, that adds on to your total.
James Harden will pass him the next couple of years here.
Total free throws made?
Yeah, total free throws attempted. I'm saying
Attempted, yeah, for
Made
sure.
even 2, hell, all I know.
For
He's already
sure.
passed him at that point.
And then he also played Karl Malone 2nd most minutes of all time.
All
So we talk about longevity again, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't go with games played, I went with minutes played.
All right.
Because I think that shows longevity, not number of games you played. Because you could have played 5 minutes in a game, that counts as a game played.
Boom.
Right?
Yep. Being on the court counts.
Exactly. All right.
Who do you think's going to go with number 2?
Hey, well, why don't you guys take a guess since it was a good controversial? Take a guess.
I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar number 2, LeBron James number 1.
Yep.
All right, what do you got?
Same thing. I was going to say same
Gabe
thing.
agrees, and you
I
guys
agree.
would both be right.
Both are right,
all
baby.
3 of us. Hey,
Let's
that
go
boy gave
number
her
2
a
then.
good guess, Gabe.
All right,
Thank
number
you.
2, I have Kareem. Kareem is obviously number 1 in points, 43rd in assists, 4th in rebounding, 3rd in blocks, and 1st in all-time minutes played.
And also, I'm going to throw another stat, number 2 in best all-time actors in the NBA. Michael Jordan being number 1 Space Jam, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being number 2 in Airplane.
Hey, that'd be another good top 10 list.
Athletes in movies.
Yeah, athlete actors.
All right.
That'd be pretty good.
Hell,
That'd be
Charles
pretty
was pretty good on
good.
Space
I know,
Jam.
right? And Shaq.
I was just
Shaq
about to
too?
say,
Oh,
yeah.
Shaq Diesel.
Yeah,
Although
for
I'd like to
sure.
redo Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal and get it right.
Yeah.
All right, and then obviously, like I said, there might have been a little bias in there, but let me put it out. I put LeBron James as or will finish the greatest player of all time, all-around player of all time. Remember, I went based off stats and how well they play the game versus how many championships they received. Also, I want to let you guys know, when I did the sorting for these lists, Scottie Pippen was very high on a lot of these lists, okay?
I know he was.
Really?
And they played
Yeah, he
together
was.
for a long time.
Yeah,
There were some other
wow.
players LeBron played with, but not for a longevity of their careers.
Yeah, I mean, like
Okay.
Ilgauskas and what's the Frizzy Anderson Silva? No, what's his name? Anderson.
Let's just
Varejao.
say D Wade and Bosch don't fall very high on the all-time lists. So
That's because they played
okay?
together. Yeah.
Well, not for very long. Number 1, LeBron. He's right now, so he's the only active player on my list. Right now, he's 3rd in points. He is 8th in assists. So off this list, he's the only player on this list and in NBA history who is in the top 10 in points and assists.
Okay.
He's actually the only player in the top 8. Actually, he might even be the only player in the top 20. Who I don't even know. I just know
Well, what's his?
for sure
What
the
was
top
the
10.
assist?
Number 8.
So 8 and
8 overall.
3. So yeah.
He's number 55 in rebounding. He's number 14 in steals. He's not in the top 100 in blocks yet, but neither were the other guards. Neither were Jordan or Kobe. The rest of my guys were more big dudes, so that's why they were up in the blocks.
That makes sense.
And then right now he's currently number 9 in all-time minutes played. So
A lot.
Which 5 more full seasons? I mean,
That's a lot.
he's gonna be up in the top 2 or
He's gonna
3.
be playing at least 3 more solid hardcore seasons, I think.
by the end of his career, what I'm this is more also projecting with a little bias too, but we're talking. I'm projecting that he will pass Kareem at 1 in points.
Okay.
I think he does sneak into the top 5 for assists.
Yep.
He also sneaks into the top 10 for steals. If you take a look at the number that he needs, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's pretty close. Over the next 5 seasons, he might be able to get another 100 or so steals, and he'll jump in.
We'll check it
out. Don't really care. And then right now he's
I do.
already
I
9.
want to know.
He's 9 overall in minutes played, which he's been in the league for 17 years. So number 9 is actually pretty far out for someone who has that much time in the league already.
I suppose. I mean, he did start 18 years old. How old is he now? 35.
Yeah, 35.
So was that 28 years? Been in the league?
Exactly.
Nice, man.
So there you go. There's my top 10 list. Who
That's
I
a
think
solid
Perfect.
list.
Yes.
I will say, I will critique. I would say, based on my thing is always the championships. I think that's going to be a lot of people's arguments. So you might be
Sure. I
hitting
really
button
don't
heads with
care.
some people here.
I already told you what my list was about. So
Right. So if we're gonna go off statisticals only. Testicles. I like LeBron number 1. I think at the end of his career he will be number 1. A lot of
Right.
people won't agree with that.
right.
I like Jordan 2, Kobe 3 because of the way they played the game is different than everyone else did. I like Shaq in my top 5, and I like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in my top 5. Those are my 5 guys I think in my top. KG makes my top 10 for sure. I love him. Big ticket for sure, baby. Till we died, big dog.
Yeah.
Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, I don't know. Who do you got in yours if you had to
was
say it,
good.
if you had to guess?
My top 5 players
If
of
you
all
had, if you had
time.
just even top 3. I mean, hell, it doesn't have to be top 28
Sure,
guys.
top
Who
3
would
would just be LeBron, Michael, and Kobe
those are your 3?
All right.
for
You-
sure.
I'm sure you got probably got
And then
KG in
4
top
would be
10.
Kareem, and then 5 maybe Shaq Diesel, maybe even Tim Duncan. I liked that pick.
That was
I
a nice
mean,
pick. Statistically,
Yeah, for sure. He had broken down.
yeah. German Moses is obvious in the top 10. I like that. For your list, I do like the German Moses making the list.
I never would have thought of Karl Malone, but also you went on like a statistical basis.
I did.
So it makes sense.
Because
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
talking
hell.
about the best player. I'm not talking about the best player on the best team that they've in their whole career.
You can't say era either, because right now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has the most points of all time. I mean,
Right. Now,
You
some,
can't, like-
some other notable players that y'all might have thought I left off.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain,
Yep.
right? Number 1 that I left off.
let me
Somebody
see
like
here.
Larry Bird, Magic
Oh,
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some people, I read some crazy shit about people think Curry's in the top 10 already.
Ugh,
Give
nope.
me a fucking break.
No.
He's about 7 years of shooting threes nonstop to make that list for me.
Yeah.
He
So-
did. I will say that if we are talking about transcendent players, right? Curry has transcended the game dramatically compared to what a lot of people did. What he did with the Warriors, jacking up threes, who gives a shit? I'm shooting these crazy wild threes, boom, throwing them up hot. That has changed the way basketball is played in the
Sure.
high school games.
Sure.
You watch a lot of the guys, the ball boys, that they grew up watching Curry play as, going to the championships. You see all these guys coming up, throwing up threes, deep threes. You know what I mean? And that all other NBA players are doing that too. I like that. I like
All right,
that.
cool.
all right, so now we're going to spin the wheel one more time, see who has the final pick of
All
the
right.
top 10 list here.
Come on, spin
Spin
again.
Right,
again,
let's see.
Spin again.
spin again, spin
Spin
again.
Yeah!
Spin
Spin again.
again.
All right.
All right, Gabriel, go.
Spin again, spin again.
Kiss my
Yes,
ass.
please,
Kiss
spin
my
again.
ass.
Oh, please spin again. That'd be so funny.
Ah, there goes Gaber.
Hey, look
All right.
at that.
All right.
Nice, Bob. What do you
All
got,
right.
Gaber?
I decided my top 10 to be candy bars.
All
Top 10
right.
games.
All right.
You know-
solid option.
You know,
Everyone has
we
their
did
top
have
10.
a candy bar draft, and I didn't get out all of my top 10 that I wanted, so I figured I'd use my opportunity here on episode 10 to spit out my favorite 10.
There you go.
I like style.
Good choice.
I'm going to start with number 10 here. Three Musketeers.
Okay.
You know,
That would make
start,
my
start
It
top
would
off,
10.
make
start-
mine. It would make mine.
starting it light and fluffy,
Yeah.
they get better from there.
Light and fluffy. Well said. Well said.
But we're going to go from fluffy to something with a little crunch. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat
Kit
bar.
Kat.
Applesauce.
No,
Aw.
it's cat food. It's cat food.
Dang idiots.
Chrysler car. Football cream.
Break me off a piece of that fancy feast. It's a cat food. Nailed it.
Kit Kat. I love Kit Kats.
Kit Kats
good.
are great.
Then we're going to move into something that when you have it, you're super rich. $100,000 bar.
100
Okay.
grand bar. That's a
Okay.
good pick.
100 grand.
That'd break my top
Can't go
5.
wrong with the caramel.
Oof.
I love
wow,
caramel.
Okay.
Big caramel.
And then I'm going to have to go with number 7 being the Right Twix.
The right Twix.
I do believe the right Twix is a
fuck
lot
the
better
left
than the
Twix.
left Twix.
True. Left Twix are a bunch of bitches.
Yep, you know.
And number 6, the left Twix.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No,
Dude,
just kidding.
that'd be funny as hell if you
Left-
did that. I'd die.
Left Twix is high up the list. We're up number 6 is gonna have to be Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
I do
yes.
like those.
White chocolate,
Yes.
you know, that's just
Oh, it's
So
so,
good.
good.
so good.
I don't like to like chew it. I like to kind of throw it in my mouth and kind of let it
Let it
melt.
melt,
White
and then you
chocolate,
get down
yeah.
to the
That's what
crunchies
she
at the end.
said.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dog, for
Oh,
sure.
giggity.
Woo.
And then the number 5 comes straight out of the freezer, the Charleston Chew.
Charleston.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yes.
man, I
choice.
forgot about them.
They're
Break
great.
off a piece, you know.
That
Break
Charleston
off your
kick
teeth.
bar.
Charleston shoes. Break off my teeth of those Charleston shoes.
Break me off a tooth from
Number
that
4, Milky Way.
Good choice.
I
Wow, very
love
high up.
Milky Way.
Yep.
Very high.
Love Milky
You
Way.
know, I'm gonna keep it in the caramel. You know, number 3, Carmelo.
Carmelo.
Carmelo. Good
Wow.
choice. Mm.
So much caramel.
It is.
Is it really?
Caramel
I've never had a
overload.
Carmelo bar. Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's just remember those treasure chests we had when we were a kid that came in the purple wrappers? You open it up, it
Yes.
looked like a little treasure chest, and it was full of caramel. That's what a Carmelo
Oh, yummy.
It's like, do you want some chocolate that caramel?
is. Exactly. It's exactly
No,
what
thank
it
you.
is.
Have enough caramel for you, please.
The only problem is when you buy it, you got to make sure it's still connected because they're 5 single pieces, and if it's broken a little bit, all the caramel drains
out
out and it
one.
gets stuck inside. And
Yeah.
you can't get it
Yep.
out.
You only got
Then
4
you're sitting there
filled.
licking the inside. Well, you know,
Licking the inside of it.
just me.
He said.
All right.
Number 2, Zach's favorite. Number 1, Hershey's bar.
Nice.
Zach's.
You
Your
were
number
just eating
2.
one of those.
Your number.
My number 2,
Is
but
Zach's number
is
1.
Zach's number
Yeah.
1 from the draft segment. Hershey's bar. And then the number 1, everyone knows it. Reese's Fast
Reese's.
Break.
Fast break.
Fast break,
Oh.
baby.
Oh, fast
Fast
break.
Oh, wow.
break. Hell, I could do a Reese's
Never
draft
mind.
just on Reese's.
Oh, just Reese's draft
Reese's
for sure.
trees, Reese's hearts, Reese's
Pumpkins,
eggs,
you
Reese's
know.
pumpkins, Reese's
But my
peanut
favorite,
butter
I should have gone with the 1 pound Reese's peanut butter
cups.
cup they sell
Oh,
at Christmas time.
The king size ones are
Oh
good.
my gosh!
Damn.
Well, I'm talking the half pounder each. Have you
I've,
seen
I've
those?
not bought that
Comes
because
in a
I'm
big
afraid
old
to get
pack.
diabetes after eating all those things. So I eat enough.
Well,
to just cover
there
it.
is a 5-minute challenge in trying to pump it down, but you know,
There's a 5-minute
Good
challenge
luck.
to eat those. I could
Yeah.
totally do it.
you think so? It's a lot tougher than it looks.
It's a lot to conquer.
It's a lot of peanut butter.
It's a lot of peanut.
And it's
that's,
really
that's
dry.
the favorite part about it. It's peanut butter. Although my thing is, I probably buy it. I love to do this. Buy Reese's at like the Walgreens or something. Get a Reese's Blizzard, and then buy whatever it is and mix it up inside the Blizzard with extra Reese's peanut butter cups inside.
There you
Because
go.
they don't hook you up with every reason.
Oh, of course
Oh,
not.
yeah.
And they charge you
Cheers.
double.
Never do.
I'll say that you also missed out. I thought you missed out on Snickers. I thought Snickers would make the list.
Not a Snickers because the peanuts, you know.
Penis? Yeah, no one likes penis. I don't
That's a
know
good
what.
one. Good job, Gabe.
Yeah,
That's a good
And
list, though.
that's my top 10.
Nice.
This is pretty good. I like this one.
Yeah, this is a
It
good
was
one.
nice to do a top 10 for our 10th
Yep.
episode.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Da-da-da-da. Happy birthday. Da-da-da-da. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Sex.
birthday.
Birthday sex.
Woo!
All right, we got birthdays from the 22nd to 28th. March 22nd, J.J. Watt turns 31. Juan Uribe, 41. Reese Without Her Spoon turns 44.
Hey.
Reese Witherspoon, 44. She's looking good. Sean Bradley, 48. Keegan Michael Key turns 49. He's Key from Key and Peele. Rick Harrison, 55. He can probably only give you, 48, though. Bob Costas, 68. And Pat Robertson, 90. He's a guy from the 700 Club. Y'all might not know. Y'all might know. I
Yep,
don't know.
700 Club, yeah.
Yeah.
March 23rd, Kyrie Irving turns 28. Aisha Curry turns 31. Apparently, she's a celebrity chef, I hear.
Yeah.
She cooking it up
Yeah,
with some
online.
curry.
Yeah.
Whipping up that.
Got him.
Hit it. Brandon Marshall turns 36. Russell Howard turns 40. I guess he's a British comedian. Don't
Just
know who
because
it
it's
is.
Howard.
Oh, sure. He's our cousin.
Yep.
Kerry Russell turns 44. Perez Hilton, cousin to Paris Hilton, turns 48.
Woo.
No idea. Shaka Khan, who did a terrible rendition during the the NBA All-Star game.
Terrible.
That was tough.
Worst one since Fergie.
Awful.
Worse.
Hit it, Fergie.
Joan Crawford would have celebrated birthday on 23rd. March 24th, Tyler Tony. Who's that?
Tyler Toney is one of the main characters in Dude, Perfect.
Oh, is he the bearded guy?
Yeah, he's the rage monster.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the only guy I hate on the whole show.
For real, though.
Oh, come
Low
on.
key, I
He's like a
hate that
fed.
guy.
Ned Forrester here.
Low key, I hate
The
that
golden
guy.
boy.
Like, he always is he's the tryhard of the group. The guy's just like, I'm along to make a couple bucks. This guy's like, I need to beat you assholes every time or else the show's stupid. Like, and then he pouts when he loses. What? Oh. All right,
Next.
rant over. Chris Bosch, 36. Lake Bell, 41.
Yeah.
Who's Lake Bell?
Ooh.
Ooh, hubba, hubba.
Dave's got to look her up later.
Yeah.
Jason Duffner, 43. Allison Hannington. Who's that?
Hannigan. And that is Michelle from American Pie.
Oh,
Michelle
okay. I do know
Flaherty,
that.
bud.
Michelle Flaherty turns 46.
There it is.
Dang.
Whoa.
Jim Parsons from the Parsons Project turns. Just kidding. Jim Parsons from Big Bang turns 47. The Undertaker turns 55. He looks older than 55.
For real.
Oh,
He
for
looks
sure.
like he's 85. He's running. Steve Ballmer, 64 billion. $1 billion. Louis Anderson turned 67. Arlie
Oh.
Emery. Arlie Emery is his name. Checked out. He just celebrated birthday on 24th. Full Metal Jacket's one of my favorite scenes, though, man.
So good.
He's so good.
Hell yeah.
Harry Houdini would have celebrated birthday also. March 25th, Ryan Lewis, hip hop artist. Is that the guy from that does the songs with
What?
Oh, that's what he does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's his parts from that song.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he's the DJ.
Oh.
Big Sean turns 32. Kyle Lowry, 34. Marco Bellinelli, 34. Danica Patrick, 38.
Hubba, hubba.
That is Aaron Rodgers' husband.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker turns 40. Or Sarah Jessica Parker turns 54.
The horse.
And the horse. Avery Johnson turns 55. Elton John, 73. Man, we got a bunch of people that would celebrate birthdays. Matthew Adam Garber. Howard, what's his name?
Cosell.
Cosell? I don't know who that is. What do you do?
Broadcaster.
Howard Cosell would have celebrated a birthday, and Aretha Franklin would have celebrated a birthday. On March 26th, Von Miller turns 31. Keira Knightley, Hubba Hubba, turns 35. She's actually
Hot damn.
very, very pretty. Kenny Chesney turns 78. She's 52. He looks old, though. John Stockton turns 58. Martin Short, 70. Steven Tyler, 72. James Caan
James Caan.
James Caan turns 80. Gucci Gucci would have celebrated a birthday. And Larry Nimoy would have celebrated a birthday on the 26th. Matt Harvey turns 31. Live long and prosper, big dog.
Live long and prosper.
Live long, yep. March 27th, Matt Harvey turns 31. Buster Posey, 33. Fergie makes the list. We commented about her earlier. She turns 45. Nathan Fillion, he's the guy from Castle. I like him. He's a good job.
Yeah, for sure.
I like him. Quentin Tarantino turns 57. Michael York, who is Basilek's physician, and Austin Powers turns
Yes, sir.
78.
Yeah, baby.
Hubba, hubba.
I like those movies. Those are good stuff. On March 28th, Derek Carr turns 29. Lady Gaga, 34. Julia Stiles, 39. Luke Walton, 40. Vince Vaughn, 50. Minnesota connection there. Born in Minnesota. That's pretty cool.
Minnesota
Connection.
Jason Garrett turns 54. Chris Myers turns 61. Reba McEntire, 64. And Jerry Salone, old bench riding skipper, old coach for the Jazz.
Yep.
Not bad. Turns 78. Hell, those are your birthdays, boys.
We do have a birthday shout out though. Our cousin Scotty is gonna have a birthday coming up this week. Happy birthday, Scotty.
Happy birthday, Big Scott.
Yeah, boy. You're like 30 or something. You know,
29? I think he's 29.
20 something.
29 is his birthday.
You're getting old.
Hey, man, you know, what can you do?
All right, we've covered a lot today with a lot of sports news coming back finally. But is there anything you'd like to leave our listeners with today?
Wash your damn hands, you nasty.
Stay home.
Again, we're staying on that topic, all right?
Yep. This is not going to change. Wash your hands. Quit buying the damn toilet paper because I'm almost out. And just stay home. I'm also going to say stop telling my wife about all the bad stuff that's happening. Just don't tell her anything. Just say, everything's great. This is going away.
Tell her to staff the Book of Faces.
I'm trying, dog. It's so hard. It's harder than you think. I'm going to go and change your password pretty soon. This is getting bad. Yeah. I will say that now, people who have to be quarantined at home, y'all got any suggestions for our fans out there?
Get some cleaning done. If you're working from home and you're done with the day, get some cleaning done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
work out a little bit.
Work out a little bit. Yep. Better
Do a couple of
yourself.
2-minute planks.
Better yourself.
Eat healthy. I mean, I know
or
there's a lot
plank
of food.
until you
It's
can
like-
do it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
It's gonna be a while
Hey,
for me,
that's a
but
good
maybe.
Yeah, just eat healthy while you're staying indoors. Try to stay active. Don't just sit and do nothing for however long we're doing this.
Yeah,
Try the new Skittles dipped.
we're talking about eating
That's
healthy and going to
unhealthy,
Skittles
but,
tips.
you know.
Nice.
I didn't say shit about eating healthy, all right?
But they're dipped in
Just
yogurt,
kidding.
so
Yeah.
they got to be healthy.
Yeah, it's got to be good. What about any type of TV shows y'all could ask them, tell them to tune into? Movies?
I started The Mandalorian.
Nice.
What do you think?
Yep.
Pretty good so far.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Not
Pretty
bad.
good.
That one.
Just wait until, and then I would probably say if y'all are into like The Bachelor and stuff like that,
Nah,
I
get
see
the
what you did
fuck
there, bud.
out.
That
Get
was
the
good.
fuck
Love is
out.
blind.
Love is Blind is also out there. There's a new show I also saw that's called The Circle. Not too sure what to think of that. If y'all want to let me know what you think about that, I might be able to tune in.
I believe it's
I'm
not
not
interested.
into those shows at all. Nope. Show that I'm interested in though is Containment. It's on
Containment.
Netflix.
Okay.
Yep. It's about a virus that breaks out in Atlanta, and they set up a cordon to stop it. There's only one season, 13 episodes, but it's very, very thrilling.
All right.
It's really good.
is
Check it out.
Is this based on a true story?
As true as the movies can make it.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I would say that Disney Plus, if y'all are lucky enough to have it, some people can't have it, is what it is. Most people might have it by now. Hell, it's good stuff. Get Disney Plus if you don't have it.
Yep.
They have Frozen 2 out already,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
always pretty cool.
yeah.
A lot of these movies, a lot of these different studios are starting to release movies early. They're not waiting the typical 90 days to launch stuff, so that's nice. A lot of people will be stuck home for the next month or two, depending on how if their jobs are closed. I mean, hell, what else are you gonna do?
I know it's come out with different studios saying that with production being stopped, all of these major movies that we're expecting are being pushed back.
Yep.
Heavily. But that means that every project is being pushed back because they're on a certain timeline, and so they have to push the entire timeline back for them to make sense, I guess they said. Or
Plus,
to
they
be
want to
put out
make
at
sure
the
people
right
can go out and see it too.
Yeah.
So
True.
they're big box office ones that they're trying to get out are definitely going to be pushed back
For sure.
I don't really know. Is that all you guys got for things that people can watch?
Yeah.
I mean, I think ESPN is launching some old school. For those of you who are into sports, they got some old school college basketball games they're showing for free. I think on their network or something like that.
But they're going to look to push forward the MJ documentary.
yeah, which is smart. I'm
Might as well.
gonna tune in
I'll
for
watch
that.
it, yeah.
I mean, I think he's had 7 or 8 movies made about him, but what else haven't I heard?
The most
We'll see.
realistic being Space Jam.
Hell yeah, documentary. I heard.
Pretty much take
Yeah,
for take of
totally.
how it happened with his
documentary,
life.
dog.
Yep. Those Monstars are actually the coronavirus.
I'm
It's
just
just
thinking about the last time the NBA shut down due to an unknown virus, happened
Never.
to be Space Jam.
Look,
Space Jam.
Yeah,
Space
so-
Jam. You ever seen Charles Barkley, baby?
just get dressed in the hallway.
Yeah, I ain't going back in there.
And then the next scene, it pops up, and they're all wearing quarantine gear.
Yeah, but no, Cole, I thought they could travel faster than the speed of light. You ever see that guy who talks in the movie? Oh, you see that guy? I'm like, I don't know who that is, but they got that type of voice like this. I'm like, oh, man.
Some really good takes from the boys today. We'll see you guys back here next week with an all-new episode of the Portside Boys. I'm Big Zig, signing off.
See ya.
Later.
This podcast is sponsored by Mini Mart. Check out their Minnesota-themed gifts and Minnesota apparel. Go ahead and enter in Portside Boys at checkout and get 20% off. That's minimart.com. MINNYMART.com. Mini Mart, Minnesota everything.